So it's a Thursday evening and I'm here in the bathroom to make an early start on my next DIY project. Let's take a look at it first. Okay, so the problem is that a large damp patch has been growing on this side of the wall here, just past the shower. It's slightly damp to the touch. You can see mould spores starting to form, and it's gradually getting worse as time has gone on. Now, looking inside the shower, you can see the grouting down here particularly is quite black and mouldy. It's loose, it's cracked. It's not in a very good state, so I'm assuming water has crept in through here while I am using the shower. And as you can see on this side, I don't know if you can pick this up, there's quite a bit of movement there. And as I push one tile, others seem to move, so my big concern is maybe the wall. It's only drywall, hollow plasterboard. That might need replacing, but at the very least I'm going to have to replace some of these tiles once I strip them off. So the first thing I'm going to do is to remove some tiles and inspect the state of this wall. Even higher up, the grouting is not in much of a better condition. It looks a bit drier and cleaner, but there are areas like this where you can just scrape it off with your fingernail very easily. It's possible, though, I suppose, that someone previously noticed the grouting was failing and just applied new stuff straight over the old, so that's not the best idea, not the best way to do it. As you can see, I've lined the base of the shower with a dirty old towel and a few dust sheets to try and protect the base and not damage it or lose too much debris down the drains. As you can see, the adhesive's doing nothing, it's just hanging off the wall. This is far more of a bigger job than I anticipated. Obviously the wall here is not hollow at all, it's solid. So once I can remove these tiles, I want to do some research to see what I can do to rectify all of this. And I still want to touch this wall here behind me, which is definitely hollow and plasterboard. Okay, so now it's Friday evening. I have removed a few more tiles, as you can see. Some more positive news is coming through because this rendering or plastering is still in place higher up. In fact, the wall here is indeed hollow, but it looks sound. So I'm thinking now, once it's dried out, I can just skim back over this, then go back to the adhesive, and then eventually start tiling. My next issue is going to be the fact that this shower is fitted over the tiles on the end there. Again, I've got to try and get this off. I've never done this before, so I don't know if you can do it easily, if it will damage something. There's a bit rotten down here. It looks like there may not be a lot of room here for expansion. That could be part of the issue as to why it's gone. So there are screws in each corner, I've noticed. I'm assuming somehow I could free this panel. I guess there are more screws hidden, perhaps inside the groove. Okay, looking at some higher up, I can see that this piece here in the corner is affixed to that one there, the door panel. So I'm not going to remove that until later on. It looks like this section here might be fixed onto the side here, so I can route the screws down the end, as you can see down there. And then this might come away from the wall of our screw. There should be some screws here somewhere, some on the side there. Otherwise it's not been cleaned in a very long time, if ever at all. All the thick dust accumulating in here. I even wonder if it's missing a capping piece. It looks like it might be. I've got a heater running, an oil-filled radiator, just to keep the temperature a little bit above freezing or whatever. I think that's helped to dry the wall out a bit. See, that's starting to move now. Now here I have this simple channel to remove with a few screws, as you can see, and a lot of mould and mess to clean up. I've also marked it with a Sharpie so I know which way around it goes and where it goes when I can reassemble the stuff. These screws not only vary in length, but they're very heavily rusted, so I'm going to have to replace these at the same time. It's possible they weren't stainless steel in the first place. Again, they're different gauge sizes as well. Smaller heads and narrower threads. I think they've also glued this piece on. The trouble with doing it this way is that it's also pulling these tiles off the wall from this front edge. That's the best I can hope for, really. I need to replace the plasterboard here, but the timber looks okay. It's dry, it feels sound. So that's a relief. I'm going to have a clean up around here in a minute, get rid of all this dust, because that can attract damp in confined, unventilated areas. And I might call this the end of part one. I'll have to tidy up in a minute, get this all cleaned up and ready for the next bits, and then I'll go out and buy some materials to continue. And you'll see all that in part 2. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Please like this video if you want to share it, and I'll see you again soon.